Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he's still running after the move. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's DeMarco. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make?
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Vargas. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Trojans are on the move. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pierce. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. Got room at the 35. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's DeMarco. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vargas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot in catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to count.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's DeMarco. Coming after him. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Wiggles free. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock it down for a loss.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Trojans. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He got it. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, is still short of the first down. And on 2nd down for this offense, they move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Catch in the middle. It's Pierce. And, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They're going to ride this running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Got the quick pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out.
Touchdown USC! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give, and tick, 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 tick. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Toss sweep to the right. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pierce. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you can bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.